and welcome to our yoga class to balance the water element within you using the moon sequence. This class is for times when you notice the cycle of the moon and you may feel a little bit over-energized or a little bit over-emotional, and you need to take a practice that really calms and soothes you and is deeply nurturing. So the moon energy is all around our feminine energy, the sun being the masculine energy and the moon being the feminine. And to me, this means it's a time for me, and what this class is about is a time for you to come back into that really powerful space within you where you know that simply by being aligned, you can start to create your life as you want to create it. And it can be as simple as little things that happen in your day to making really big shifts and changes. It's all about coming back to that peaceful, balanced space within and being aligned to who you really are. So without further ado, I invite you to come into our warm-up postures. We're going to go through a sequence with the child posture, the Sphinx pose, and the cat pose. And all three of these postures are designed to start to calm your system, particularly when we work with the breath, and really attune you to your emotions and the water element within. So coming down into child's pose, if you want to just bring your big toes together, drop back to the heels. You may want to put a cushion under between your thighs and your calves if that feels more comfortable, or just raise your heels away from your bottom, away from your heels a little if that feels more comfortable. And then we're going to start with awareness. Just allow whatever position you're coming from, your arms to drop forward. And as you do that, just allow your forehead to come to the mat. Again, just tuning in if you feel like you need to have some lift for your forehead, just pausing the video and placing a cushion under your forehead. And then just allowing the weight of your head to sink down. Let's start to just gently bring the focus of your breath into your back. And starting to soften your back down. You may notice some creaks and cracks as you start to breathe into your back, which is all perfectly normal. And just letting the weight of your body sink into the mat with each exhalation. And then starting to bring yourself up. We're going to come down onto our bellies, and we've got the hands at eye level. Awareness to your core as you exhale. Core is engaged. Feet are hip width apart. Elbows are in. And we're going to start to inhale and lift the nose away from the mat. And as you do that, just bring your elbows so they're in line with your shoulders, and your hands are at shoulder width apart. And once you find that comfortable position, you feel like you can be here for quite a while. We're going to take a breath in and just extend through the sternum, just opening up the front of your body. Just strengthening into your lower back. And then we're going to relax the chin towards the chest, lower your forehead to the mat, put your hands under your shoulders, push up into the alignment for the cat posture, which is knees under hips, wrists and shoulders in line. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, engage in your core. And then tucking the hips under, we're going to start to round the back off. Just dropping the head. And then we're going to inhale. So your hips, belly are going to come forward. Chest drops to the floor. Head lifts up. When you're ready to exhale, tucking the hips in, rounding the back off. Head drops down towards the mat. we're going to inhale. Belly to floor, chest to floor, lifting the head up. And then as you begin to exhale, just flatten down onto your back. Let's drop back onto the heels into child's pose. Just lengthening out through your spine. Beginning to allow your breath to fill your spine as you breathe into your lower back. Into lower middle back. And then lower middle upper back. Coming into the Sphinx Pose, taking your feet back onto your belly, hands at eye level, thumbs towards the eyes. Exhale as you engage the core. We're going to inhale, draw the nose away from the mat, align your elbows with the shoulders, and lift through the sternum. Couple of breaths here. And then back into our cat posture, forehead to mat, hands under shoulders, pushing up. Knees, hips aligned, wrists and shoulders. Palms are flat on the mat with the fingers spread, index fingers pointing forward. Tucking the tailbone under. Let's start to round the back off as you exhale. Inhale. Belly, chest to floor, lifting up. Exhale, rounding the back off. Inhale. Exhale. Just really following your spine with your breath. Final time, we're going to inhale. Head lifts up. Exhale, back into our final round of the 3 postures. Stretching your body forward. Maybe you can reach a little bit further forward now. No pressure. Just work with what feels right for you, what feels gentle and nurturing. Just using your breath to expand and open your body. And then we're going to lift up as we inhale back into Sphinx Pose. Lowering down onto the belly, hands at eye level, elbows in, core is engaged. As we exhale, into inhale, lift up, elbows under shoulders, lengthening through the spine. Couple of breaths here. Head lowers down, chin to chest. Back into our final cat posture. So waiting for your exhalation, start to tuck the hips round, down, round the back off. I'm going to inhale, so hips go back. Just allow your spine to really start to flow now with your breath. You feel that extension as you lift. Begin to exhale, movement from the base of your back first. Head drops down last. Inhale. Exhale. And then we're going to finish in restorative child's pose. So just bringing your hands together and let your head rest on your hands. Just for a couple of breaths. We're going to position the hands under the shoulders and come back up to a seated position. So we're going to come into a lunge pose now. So we're going to come onto the knees. We're going to step forward with your right foot. Now, if you're on a wooden floor or the floor is quite hard, please position a blanket, just a strip of blanket, so your knees are comfortable. So we're moving into the iliopsoas stretch now. So we're going to sink down with the knee just over the ankle, and you want to have your front leg so it's parallel to your mat, so it's kind of in line with your mat. And then you're going to tuck your tailbone under, and you'll feel as soon as you tuck your tailbone under, you start to get this stretch a little bit stronger without actually sinking down. So you're now going to take the left arm up, or the arm that's on the same side as the leg that's back, and we're going to start to stretch from the very two entry points of the muscle. So the base of the muscle is down near the top of the thigh, and the top of the muscle is almost just under the rib cage. So as you sink down and tuck your tailbone under, you'll feel that you can really stretch through, and we get to stretch the muscle at both ends. A great stretch for lower back pain, by the way. And then we're going to release, and then relax the leg down, and let's swap over to the opposite side. So just tuning in so that you're just sinking down, and it's important that your leg is parallel to the edge of your mat, so it just kind of aligns the hips. And then as you tuck under with your hips, you'll feel that stretch. And then we're just going to stretch the arm up to get to both ends of the muscle. Just breathe in normally. And then release. Lovely. And come into a comfortable seated position. So we're going to bring our awareness, just bring your legs out to start with, awareness to your sitting bones, and then draw the soles of the feet together. Start to draw your feet towards you until you feel that you get to a comfortable position. And you can either wrap your hands around ankles, or if they'll get to under your feet, and you just clasp your hands under the edges of your feet that are touching the floor, and just let your hands rest there. And just start to lift through your sternum. And as we come into our alignment here, the work happens without us doing anything else. So this is a great posture to teach us about just coming into our alignment, because the weight of the legs now starts dropping down towards the mat to stretch into our inner thighs. So we just breathe here, be present, and just tune into our alignment, just finding that length through your upper body, shoulders away from your ears, finding that length through the back of your neck. And if you'd like to increase the stretch a little bit, we're just going to bring the hips towards the thighs and just press on the calves with the elbows. And again, you've still got this length through your body, so we're not concaving over. So it's almost like your heart is still facing forwards. Lovely. And then we're going to bring the hands onto the knees and just help them to come back into either a cross-legged position or bringing your feet out wide. We're going to come into a really lovely circular movement. So we're going to travel to the left first of all, to the right, it's my left, and circle round. So as you're circling forward, you feel the stretch from your hips. As you circle back, you feel the pull as you take hold of the knees, as you pull through your shoulders. So we're going to inhale as we circle round, exhale as we travel back. Inhale, exhale. exhale. Lovely. And just making the movement whatever you want it to be. It's a really lovely flowing movement to help us to tune into a more flowing yoga posture where we just get to tune into moving how we feel we want to move. And then we're going to travel in the opposite direction. Now, before we do that, actually, we're going to swap our legs if they're crossed, and then start to travel over to your left first and circle round. And just feeling like you can bring a bit more movement into your elbows, into your shoulders, whatever feels right for you. Really gives a good massage to your back too. One more time. And then come into sit. Just closing your eyes. Bringing yourself into a beautiful place in nature. Imagining now that you've positioned your yoga mat outdoors, and maybe you have. And you're just bathing in the light of the moon. Just reaffirming your intention, what you'd like to create for this class. Opening your eyes when you're ready. So we're now going to come up to a standing position. So just bringing yourself into a squat, if that works for you. Push the hips up, slowly bend into your knees and allow your body to unfold. Just bringing your feet into hip width apart. We've got our final stretch in order to prepare us for the moon sequence. So you're going to bring your right hand under the navel, your left palm faces forwards. We're going to inhale, raise up, lengthen through the spine. As we exhale, just relax your body over to the right and just take your awareness to your right foot. And we're just going to push the outer edge of your right foot down into the ground, into the earth, and just let the weight of your body do the work for you. You allow the left side of your body to open up. And then we're going to engage the core as you exhale. Inhale, raise up, relax your arm down. Just notice how you feel, a little bit lopsided. So let's take the left hand under the navel, your right palm to face forwards. We're going to inhale, lengthen through the spine, exhale, relaxing down. And again, this time you're pushing on the right foot as you stretch the right side of your body. Just allows us to get into the hip area as well as the side of your body. Just breathing normally. Next exhalation, drawing the abdominal muscles back towards the spine. We're going to inhale. Lovely. How's that feel now? A bit more balanced on each side. So let's come into Tadasana. We're going to move into Energy Block Release 3, which is a lovely sequence. I'm sure you're familiar with it now. That really helps us to bring our awareness back into our heart center, away from just thinking and being really busy with our thoughts. So let's start to bring our awareness to our feet. So you're just going to look down at your feet. Just notice how your feet are. Are they at hip width apart? Are they comfortable? Lifting through your toes and just placing them back down on the mat. And just breathing out through your feet and feeling that connection down to the earth. Beginning to soften into your knees. Bringing your hips and pelvis, or your pelvis, into that neutral position as you just tuck the tailbone under slightly. As you exhale, engaging the pelvic floor, abdominal muscles, just holding about 10 or 15% to use your core throughout the sequence. Let's begin to lengthen through the sternum. Take the shoulders up and relax them down, relaxing them away from your ears. Finding some length through the back of your neck as your chin becomes parallel to your chest. And just imagining you've got that cord through the crown of your head that is being drawn up as you inhale. So you really find that length through your body. And as you exhale, you soften down into it. Awareness now, traveling to that beautiful light of the moon as you rest in your space, in nature, in Tadasana, in the mountain posture. Just feeling that connection to nature and the fact that we're all part of nature as she's part of us. Awareness now traveling down to your hands. Let's inhale and raise them up towards the light of the moon. And just draw that light down through the hands into your body a little bit more. We're going to turn to the right, take a breath in. And as we exhale, start to allow the hand to drop down. And we inhale, raise and turn. Exhale. Hand drops down. I'm going to inhale and turn. Just keep flowing with your breath here. It's a really lovely opportunity to just let the weight of anything that your shoulders are carrying to just drop away as your arm starts to lower, just releasing and letting go. Just imagining that you're circling that gorgeous, gentle, soft light of the moon in and around your body. We'll do one more time on each side, just working with your breath length, of course, so you can really tune into your own practice. Hands come down now in front of your heart. We're going to come into a mirror twist. So you're going to turn your right palm to face towards you. I'm just going to turn onto the side so you can see the movement, but you can stay facing forwards. We're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, left hand stays in front. You're going to take your arm behind. I'm going to inhale here. Just open the chest. Exhale, coming forward. Staying facing forwards. I'll just adjust myself. We're going to inhale with the left palm now. As you exhale, just traveling around, opening your body up. We're going to inhale. And then as you exhale, allow your arm to travel back to center. So let's do that a couple more times on each side. So right palm turns towards you. Take a breath in. Exhale, traveling behind you. We're going to inhale. This time, just imagine that light filling the space as you inhale. And then you're going to exhale. Hand comes back to center. Inhale. Maybe just acknowledging the work that our shoulders are doing here as they're strengthening. Inhale. Let the light of the moon fill the whole of your heart center, the chest. Exhale. Travel back to center. Final time, right hand, inhale. Exhale, travel round. Inhale, expand and open to the light. Exhale, travel forward. left hand. Inhale. Exhale, traveling round. We're going to inhale, expand and open. Exhale, travel back to center, just lowering your hands an inch or two to your heart center. We're going to inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Just starting to find the flow with this movement in your breath. And then beginning to imagine that you're drawing that light into your body, just fulfilling your intention. As you fill yourself with the soft, gentle, nurturing, feminine light that holds such power. And then as you take your hands away, maybe letting go of what you need to release, what you're happy to release, or just feeling like you're creating more space for this light around your body. And then we're going to bring the hands back towards the heart center, elbows drop down. Let's bring the palms just a few inches apart, maybe tuning into the tingling feeling between your hands of the subtle energy that's around your physical body. Let's start to expand that now as you draw your shoulder blades back and then round them off as you sink down into your knees. We're going to inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And you'll notice that each time I inhale, my hands are getting that little bit wider as I start to expand that light from my heart center, the connection with that connection of the light of the moon. And just expanding that sense of gentleness, of peacefulness, balance in the space around you. And then we'll just start to make that space between the hands that little bit smaller. Each time they travel back together. Just take a couple of breaths here, again tuning into the space between your hands. Let's take the right hand down towards the earth. Fingers are pointing towards me. And then you stretch your left hand up with the fingers pointing away. So we're getting a lovely stretch through the wrists, through the spine. I'm going to inhale, bring the hands back to meet at heart level, soften into the knees. Exhale, pushing down with the left hand this time, pushing up with the right. A couple more times on each side. Inhale, meet at the heart. Exhale. Just aligning that light in this vertical way now through our entire bodies. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Hands return back to center. Let's take the feet out wide. We're going to turn the right foot to 90 degrees and your left foot to 45. And I just want you to check in, just relaxing your hands, that the knee doesn't go any further than your ankle at this stage. If you're finding that your knee is, sort of like this, then take your back leg back until you can just sit comfortably with the knee over the ankle so there's no strain on your knee. So we've got the right leg forward. You're going to bring the same arm up as the leg that's forward. So for this, if you're doing rights and lefts with me, then you've got your right arm forward. Your left hand, you're going to grab with your thumb, your ring and little finger, and your index and middle finger make a mudra that's going to be the arrow that you put into your bow. We're going to draw back the elbow, inhale, gentle back bend, release the mudra, push forward, sink down into your knee as you exhale. So let's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. exhale. And as you do this movement, just tuning into, you're drawing all this positive energy to your intention and just offering it out as you exhale, drawing your ball back. Final time. Exhale. We're going to raise the arms up, travel over to the opposite side, adjusting your left foot now to 90 degrees. You've got your thumb over your ring finger. Left arm is out in front. I'm going to inhale. Just drawing all that positive energy. Exhale. Let it go. Let's inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more times. Inhale. Exhale. Final time. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Let's bring the hands up. We're going to just let the hands come down in front of the body and follow into a forward bend, just to release your back, just softening down. And then we're going to bend into the knees, keep the feet where they are as we slowly uncurl. Let's take our feet back into the original position of right foot to 90 degrees, left foot is at 45. You're just going to turn your hips to face your right foot or the front foot. The left arm rests on the back leg, which is should be your left leg. And we're just going to inhale, open up and turn to face the screen and raise your arm up. And then as you exhale, you're going to take your hips to face that front leg again and really expel the air from your body in that way. So we're going to inhale, exhale. And as we do this movement, we're just going to give ourselves permission to release anything that's no longer serving us, that prevents us from being balanced, calm, and peaceful. Inhale, from being really connected to our feminine energy. And then we're going to relax the arm down. Let's swap over and do the same on the opposite side. So left foot to 90 degrees, right heel is facing forwards. Let's just rest that right hand on the right leg, or resting the hand on the back leg at the same side. We're going to inhale, exhale, release. Just keep having that intention, releasing anything that's no longer serving us. We don't even need to be conscious of what that is. We're just letting it go. Final time. Lovely. And then we're going to take the hands forward. We're going to drop down into a forward bend once more. Just letting the hips rest out, the backs of the legs open. And then we're going to slowly walk the feet together to hip width apart, bend into the knees. We're going to slowly uncurl. Take the hands up the midline of the body, palms back to facing that beautiful, gentle, nurturing light of the moon. We just, with each exhalation, can surrender into. Just feel it pouring down through your body, or just imagine, sense, or hear that light. And then we're going to turn the palms down towards the crown of the head and just imagine the light now pouring down through the crown of your head. Starting to circle the hands in front of your body as the light travels down through the third eye in your forehead, down to your throat center. Throat and neck is filled with this light. Into your heart center. Chest and lungs fill with this light down into your abdominal area, to your solar plexus, down into the digestive system. And finally, into the base of your body, hands resting back in Tadasana as this light now fills your legs down into your feet. Scanning through your body from your head down to your toes, just bathing in this powerful yet soft, gentle feeling. And opening your eyes when you're ready. When you're ready, just come in now into a seated position. I'm going to demonstrate the moon sequence to you first, and then we'll go through it together. So I'll demonstrate it facing forwards, and then when we actually do the moon sequence, I'll do it on the side. And we'll do it facing forwards first, just so that you can see the arm movements of the sequence from both directions, so that it's really clear for you. So that's the sequence on one side. We'll then repeat the sequence on the other. And then to complete our sequence, we're going to go into the Sphinx Pose that we did in the warm-up. So you've just completed on both sides. We're going to drop down onto the mat. Just dropping down. Hands are at eye level. Forehead to mat. Come into Sphinx. And this time as we come into Sphinx, we're going to take a breath in, breathe out, turn to look over. One shoulder, inhale, back to center, exhale, over to the opposite side, and then we complete our sequence into the Crocodile Posture. So you just bring your elbows out, feet are out. Such a lovely posture. And then to come out, bring the hands under the shoulders, and we just come back to our original starting position. So you'll notice that we're in Virasana to start with. So you can, if you wish, use a cushion between the backs of your thighs and your calves, or you can also start the position in this posture, and then we'll just wait for everyone to come up, and then we'll all start together. Okay. So just choosing which posture you'd like to start the sequence in. We're going to bring our hands into prayer position, just closing the eyes. And just connecting once more with our beautiful space in nature as we continue our gentle yoga practice under the soft light of the moon. Just feeling that light now starting to bathe into every cell in your body. Allow it to travel a little bit deeper into yourself as you start to, throughout the class, peel the layers back of any resistance or pushing and forceful energy. And just feel and really tune into that softness, that powerful feminine gentleness within you that's balanced and clear. And then we're going to inhale and come up onto the knees and step forward. Exhale, we're going to turn the palms forward. We're going to take a breath in, and on our next exhalation, direct the palms out in front. We're going to inhale, open the arms up. Exhale, palms turn uppermost. Inhale, hands above the crown of the head in prayer position. Exhale, hands drop down in front of the heart. Inhale, opening the heart center as we exhale to reach up to that lovely light of the moon. Just take a couple of breaths here, allowing that light to pour down. And then on your next exhalation, draw the abdominal muscles back. We're going to inhale, raise up, exhale. We draw the moon down into the opposite side of our bodies. Breathe in here. Core is engaged. I'm going to inhale. Exhale, palms turn uppermost. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down in front of the heart. We draw the hands back as we inhale. Swing our knee back. Dropping back into our original position. Just take a couple of breaths here. I'm going to inhale, raise up, stepping forward. Exhale, soften. Inhale, palms turn. Exhale, push forward. Inhale, palms open. Exhale, palms turn uppermost. I'm going to inhale, hands above the crown of the head in prayer position. Exhale, palms back to the heart. Inhale, open. Exhale, this time dropping hand to leg, the same side as the forward foot that's forward. Opening up to that light in the moon. Inhale. Exhale, opposite side. Opening up to the light of the moon. So engage in your core as you exhale. I'm going to inhale. Exhale, palms turn uppermost. Inhale, palms come up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, back to your heart center, swinging your leg round. Exhale. And then we're going to slowly just travel into the Sphinx posture. So we lower down to the mat, really gently. Hands at eye level, thumbs facing towards the eyes, stretching towards the eyes. Core is engaged. We're going to inhale. Raise the nose along the mat, bringing your elbows and shoulders in line. Taking your focus to your hands, fingers are spread wide, index fingers pointing forwards. We're going to inhale and just lift through the sternum. Exhale, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, over your left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale into Makrasana, turning your elbows out to the side, turning your feet so that they're turning out, knees are turning out. And just let the weight of your entire body sink down into the mat. So staying in Makrasana now, just allowing the whole of your body to sink down into the earth, just really tuning into the earth that you're resting on, holding you up. just allowing each exhalation to let your body surrender, to let go. Scanning through your body and noticing any areas of tightness, and just using your exhalation to let your body soften. Each exhalation just inviting your body into a more gentle, open, nurturing space. And then in your own time, we're going to bring ourselves out of Makrasana by drawing the feet together, hands come under your shoulders. And you're just going to draw the knees up and then drop back into Restorative Child's Pose. So just bringing your arms down for your head to rest on. Just taking a couple of breaths here, really letting the weight of your body sink down. And then slowly bringing your hands under your shoulders. We're going to push up into a comfortable seated position. Just taking a couple of breaths to allow yourself to move into the moment that you're transitioning into and that you're in now. Just becoming very present with each moment as it unfolds before you. And then it's time to gather your things for relaxation. Preparing to come into your relaxation now. As you come into Savasana, just lying on your back, just making sure that you're really comfortable with support under your head if you need it. If you'd like to support your back a little bit more, just dropping your knees into one another as you've got your feet flat on the mat, just drop your knees together. Or if your back's comfortable, just extending your legs out. Feet are hip width apart. And just allow your feet to fall out to the sides. Checking that you've got that length through your legs, maybe just pushing through your heels once more and allowing your feet to drop out to the side, lifting your hips a little and just lifting, so you're just pressuring down on your elbows so you can lengthen through your spine as you lengthen along the floor. Chin comes parallel to your chest so you can begin to extend through the back of the neck, and then just allowing your head to rest down on the mat. Arms are resting by your sides, just a few inches away from your body, with your palms facing uppermost or resting on the abdomen. Whatever feels more comfortable for you. And to start our relaxation tonight, we're going to do a quick, tense release from your physical body so that we can really start to spend more time balancing your emotions and entering into a lovely deep relaxation. So just draw in your awareness to your whole physical body now. And when you're ready, we're going to start to bring tension into every part. So you're going to really squeeze your body Squeeze the fists, arms, legs, hands, hold, and then release. Take a big breath in, and as you breathe out, let your whole body sink down into the earth. We'll do that one more time. So let's really squeeze and tense every part of your body. Hold and release. Big breath in. Let your body soften down into the earth. Just gently noticing as you rest on the earth, you're in your space, in the lovely outdoors, lovely soft earth beneath you that's holding and supporting you for everything that you need. Air temperature is perfect for you. And you can feel, sense, and see the light of the moon bathe in your body. And as you do this, as you notice this, just begin to tune into your breath and notice that with each in-breath, your body, your emotions, your thoughts, your energy invites a sense of gentleness, of peace to every part of you. And then beginning to allow your awareness to drift down to your feet. We're going to breathe in the light of the moon, that peaceful light, into the soles of your feet, the toes, the tops of the feet, the ankles. And as you breathe out, just notice your feet resting that little bit more. And then bringing that light down into the calves and the shins. Noticing the lightness, softness, the gentleness. Breathing out, inviting the lower legs to soften and relax that little bit further. Breathing into the thighs, to the hips, backs of the thighs. Breathe that gentleness in and allow your body to surrender and soften as you exhale. Breathing into the abdomen, feeling the belly expand with the light as it fills this space, softening, relaxing, rebalancing your emotions as you exhale. Allowing the light to fill the chest, the lungs, into your heart center. And allowing your heart center to rest as you exhale. Let's do that a couple more times, just letting the natural breath draw this light into your body. Softening down with each exhalation. And then breathing into the whole of the back of your body. And allowing the whole of your spine to soften, be soothed, nourished in this light. Allowing the light to fill the shoulders and feel them soften, the weight just dropping away from your shoulders. As you breathe in and out of this space, just letting the emotions release and let go. Allowing the light to bathe down through your arms into your wrists and your hands. Feel them soften as you exhale. Breathing into the throat and the neck, just letting that light clear anything in your throat or what you'd like to speak that maybe has been blocked, just let the light clear and release. Breathing into the jaw, allowing the light to soften space in your jaw. Breathing into your cheeks, just feeling them resting on your cheekbones as you exhale. Breathing into the eyes, just giving gratitude for all that our eyes can help us with, or our vision. We use our inner vision instead. Breathing into the forehead, just allowing that moonlight now to pour down through the crown of your head. Let it fill your forehead, bringing clarity, space in your thoughts. Permission to release thoughts that no longer serve you or cause you to feel uncomfortable. Making space in your thoughts to bring into your day what you would like to bring into your day, what you'd like to bring into your experience. Just allowing the forehead to soften, becoming receptive. This light that creates our receptivity. Allow it to fill the crown of your head. Bathe the whole of your body. You just allow the breath to draw the light in for you. There's nothing that you need to do. Notice it bathing your body, your thoughts, your emotions, bringing balance, peace, tranquility. And invite the light into the space around your body. Whatever this means for you, just knowing that nature is here to love and support us. Whenever we ask for the love and support, or whenever we observe the love and support without even asking. And I'm going to invite you to rest here for the next minute or so. Nothing to do, nowhere to be, no one to be. And then I'll call you back when it's time to awaken. You notice your mind wandering. It's perfectly normal, just bringing it back to observing your breath. Connecting with deeper peace within you, always there. And then when you're ready, starting to let your awareness drift to the movement of your body with your breath. Beginning to breathe in a little bit more. Deepening your breath and starting to use the breath, the prana, to energize and awaken you. start to fill your lower body as it fills your feet and your legs. Just a big deep breath in as you start to awaken space in your body. Breathing into your belly and awakening your inner fire. Breathing into the upper body, into the shoulders, to the upper back, the middle back, the lower back. Becoming aware of your physical body now, becoming a little bit heavier on the floor as you breathe down into the arms and hands slowly, maybe bringing some movement into your fingers as well as your toes. Awakening the mind once more as we breathe into the face, the crown, the back of the head. Maybe just turning your head from one side to the other just to awaken your face. Awaken the throat, the neck. Just noticing how your body wants to move to awaken now. And then in your own time, preparing to roll onto your side. And just resting on your side. Just taking your time, giving yourself permission to slowly awaken, enter back into your day or your evening. It's a lovely, balanced and peaceful way. And then in your own time, bring in your hands to support you to come up to a seated position. Just keeping your eyes closed. As you come up to your seated position, just taking your time, there's no rush. Just start to bring the hands and warm them, energize them in front of your face, and then just positioning the hands onto your face. Just tuning into the warmth in your palms as you open your eyes into this space. And then allowing the hands to drop down, either coming to rest on your heart center or in prayer position in front of your heart in Namaste. Just giving gratitude to Mother Nature, to the moon, the feminine wisdom of the moon, the gentle energy that is connected with this that helps us come back into balance within ourselves. Thank you so much for joining me for our yoga for the full moon class. Balance the water element. Namaste.